Hi guys, and welcome back to Shit Gaming. We are back in action with a 2,000 point Warhammer 10th edition Batrep today. And it's Magnus and his 1,000 Sons against Illuminar and his Necron power. 2,000 points of 1,000 Sons. And leading the force today is Magnus the Red.
Magnus is going to be giving all my psychic weapons +1 to hit and +1 to wound. He has to be the Warlord, and he is going to be selecting a Warlord ability each command phase. My Terminator Sorcerer is going to have the Umbralific Crystal. He's going to be with my 10 Terminators. My just simple Sorcerer here, who's going to be the one that lets you be untargetable outside of 18, is going to have the Lord of Forbidden Law upgrade. And then this is going to be my Armament today. He's going to be in my 10 blob of Rubric Marines, and he's going to be giving them +1 to wound, and he can do a free Cabal ritual once per game. Then I have 2 Infernal Masters. The one on my left is going to have the Arcane Vortex upgrade, which is going to give him +1 damage on his psychic weapon. The Sorcerer is also going to have Lord of Forbidden Law, which lets you do an extra Cabal ritual. Finally, I have an allied Tzeentch Demon. This is going to be my Changeling. He's going to be doing cool outside 12-inch can't shoot me stuff, and that is him. Moving on to my forces, I have 3 squads of 5 Rubric Marines. They're going to be all Flamers with 1 Soul Reaper cannon. Sergeant's going to have a Warp Flame pistol on all of them. Then I have 1 big blob of Flamers with 1 Soul Reaper and Warp Flame pistol on the Sergeant. I've got a 3-man squad with bows of the Zangor Enlightened, and then I have a 10-man brick of Scarab Occult Terminators. There's going to be 2 Soul Reapers, 2 Hellfire Missile Racks, the rest are going to have bolters. And a Rhino.
And this is 2,000 points of the Awakened Dynasty led by Illuminar. Starting with Illuminar, he is amazing in 10th edition. 2 up, 4 up, 4 up. He gives armor, contempt, and +1 AP to any friendly battle line units within 6 inches of him. An aura that goes off if he kills anything in the game. He's got good shooting. He's super tough, lone operative within 3. He's a beast. The theme of this list is a lot of characters and a lot of things. So starting with the characters, we have a Wardon. His enhancement shall be the Veil of Darkness. And he's leading 20 Reapers in a squad. Moving over, we have a Chronomancer, and he has the Sovereign Coronal upgrade, the enhancement to give a 6-inch aura of character leading a squad. So basically a 6-inch aura of +1 to hit. Amazing. And he's leading a squad of 10 Immortals, giving them -1 to hit, and also they can move after they shoot, which is very strong in 10th edition for extra mobility on a slow unit. Moving over, we have a Lord who is going to be Overlord Miscellaneous, and he has been upgraded to be an Overlord to lead this Necron dynasty to victory today. Overlords are super good. He can do a free strat per turn on his unit of 20 warriors. He has a Resurrection Overlord's Blade. He can trigger reanimation protocols in both command phase because of that Resurrection Orb. He also has -1 damage, 6 wounds, absolute beast. Coming in with 20 warriors and 2 Crypto Thralls and a Technomancer, giving them a 5-up Phone of Pain, and the enhancement on the Technomancer shall be the Hypermaterial Ablator, giving them cover if they're over 12 inches away, and also stealth, which is really strong. So -1 to hit, 5 Phone of Pains, reanimating, 4-up Phone of Pains with Crypto Thralls, just big blocks of warriors. And then I have a Ghost Ark, the Ragtag Ghost Ark, held together by hopes and dreams, and he also allows them to repair barge as well within 3 once per turn, so just super durable, hopefully. That's the theme of the list. Basically, that's the main foundations, the bread and butter, as we say. And we're moving over to the other data sheets. We have 2 squads of 3 Tomb Blades, and inside each will be 2 with Particle Beamers and 1 with a Tesla gun to allow them to advance to do an action as they have an assault keyword. Learned that from my friends on Ministry of Dice. Check their channel out, they're awesome. Also have 3 Wraiths, and they're kind of expensive, but they're T6 with a 4-up Invarn, and they are armed with the Transdimensional Beamers. Moving over, we have 3 Locust Destroyers, and 1 with a Gorse Destructor, just chilling by himself, being my anti-tank. To round off the list, we have 2 squads of 3 Scarabs, and that is my Necron army with 2 Reanimators as well, to go on each flank and boost my reanimation. 2,000 points of a restless Awakened Dynasty against Magnus and his 1,000 Sons. Stay tuned as we go now to the game type in an epic conquest that will last the ages. Sweeping Engagement is the mission we're playing today with diagonal deployment, 5 objective sites of power. So very fluffy mission with a lot of characters on each side for the Necrons and for the 1,000 Sons. There is great power for those bold enough to claim it. In the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th battle round, at the end of each player's command phase, the players whose turn it is scores victory points as follows: 3 victory points for each objective marker they control, and 3 victory points for each site of power they've empowered, which becomes empowered by a character in No Man's Land in their command phase by holding it. and it's the same in the 5th battle round, but the player who goes second gets the victory points at the end of their turn, instead of the end of their command phase. It's an epic, fluffy mission with lots of characters, going to be really cool. Chilling Reign, nothing else applies. Hope you enjoy this epic. Set up by Maswa, we're playing Sites of Power on a ruined and industrial world. There are 5 objectives. There are parakeets squawking in the trees beside us. Buildings that are going to be obscured, crates, defensive positions, looks like an Imperial outpost in the center. No rocks, this is a quite smooth surface world, and there could be rocks coming in the future. But like, comment, share, and subscribe, enjoy the video. This is the terrain, this is the board set up by Maswa. We'll now go to the ready for the deployment. I have my Necrons on this quarter. We have big blobs of warriors in the center, Tomb Blades on one flank, Tomb Blades on the other, Wraiths on the left, Scarabs on the right, also some Scarabs hanging back on this far right flank as well. Immortals in the center with the Sovereign Coronal, Warriors at the back with the Warden, doing the Veil of Darkness, and some Locusts on the left flank, and the Overlord in the center with the Crypto Thralls too, saying, "Come at me, boys." And pushing over, we have the Thousand Swords! We have some Sorcerers. What do we have? Magnus hiding behind the building.
Got the Terrors behind the building because they've got the teleport. Got Armament Squad behind the building. Got some Zangors out here to move up. Got my target outside, 12 guy up front. Got some other dudes here in a Rhino if they want to go do actions. That is that.
They don't have shelves. It's the Necrons against the Thousand Suns. Choose your weapon. Purple for the Crons. Blues for the Thousand Suns. Boom! 2-0! Necrons turn 1. Cards, deploy Teleport Homer and investigate signals. Pretty nasty for Necrons on turn 1. As deploy Teleport Homer, I can jump on the middle and try and do it, or try pierce the Thousand Suns deployment zone. And for investigate signals, I can do it in the back here. Tomb Blades can push up and do it over there. And finally to do it over there with the Scarabs, meaning I can get 6 points for that. So potentially 9 or 10 points on my turn 1 scoring for secondaries. As we now push up, do our buffs, and get ball control. Alright, Necron command phase. I have buffs to initiate. There's nothing to reanimate. I score no primary because it's the first turn. Nothing's battle shocked. And I get a CP, and that's the end of my command phase, but the Thousand Suns have to declare that.
Everything
Magnus,
within 6 inches is going to get +2 to their move.
because of time flux from Magnus. Movement phase shall commence. We have our secondaries, and we shall begin this turn. End of movement phase, Necron turn 1. I advance the warriors up, just stringing out, getting range of auras, push the Illuminar out. He has line of sight down into some Zangors. Advance the Tomb Blades up here. They have a Tesla gun with them. They can advance to an action, so they're doing the action to do investigate signals in the shooting phase, as will these warriors, as will these Scarabs, because they can do an action. Everything else kind of just pushed up, kept the Immortal bit as well. And begins, we're doing investigate signals. We're not going to get deployed Teleport Homers. We're going to fire with the Illuminar down into these Zangors. He has 3 shots into these Zangors, hitting on 3, strength 9, every 3 damage. 3s. 2 hits. 2s to wound. 2 6 up invuns. Yep. Nope. 2 guys get smoked. Locust Heavy Destroyer poking out the fire building. Down into the last Zangor. 1 super heavy shot. It doesn't. EP reroll. That was worth. Strength a lot. Okay, that's a wound. This is 6 damage, but you have a 6 up invuln to save you. 6 up invuln. Oh! I wipe out the Zangors, and that concludes Necron turn 1. I'll get 6 points for investigate signals, and discarding to deploy Teleport Homer for a CP, gaining the CP that I spent for that reroll to kill a Zangor, which I argue is worth it. And now we push into Thousand Suns turn 1, as I get 6 points for secondary. Thousand Suns turn 1, we'll see what cards they get. They're going sustained hits for their psychic weapons in their first turn. End of Thousand Suns turn 1 movement phase. Magnus has pushed up with the Terminators.
Yes, so I've gone for sustained hits so that I can turn my Terminators guns into psychic weapons and then full rerolls them so I can get some good shots off onto the warriors. Magnus has come up to just provide support. He's going to try and take out Crypto Thralls first, and then I have a Sorcerer over here that's going to shoot. The dudes over there came out of my Rhino after it moved, and they're doing deploy Teleport Homers.
5 points a second. Try and wipe out the warriors. Bring it on. Add 14 Cabal Ritual points, which buy you abilities, and you're choosing to spend 9 of them to get the ability to ignore the save on the warriors. So Illuminar reduces the AP on them, doesn't even make a difference. They have no save now. And they have a 5 up Fun of Pain as a defense, which is like a 5 up save now, but it could still save their lives. And they also have a -1 to hit. And they also get cover, but that's ignored too. Squad in the building have a Soul Reaper going into the warriors, ignoring their save. -1 to hit. Okay, just 2 hits. +1 hit is Armament and rerolls. +1 wound, sorry. Okay. Taking on Crypto Thrall for Form of Pain. Make it. And the second squad's gonna do the same thing. -1 to hit. Bam! That was better. Then the wounding on. Okay, you got 3 1s. Oh, 4 Form of Pains. Make it in. Oh, within 3 of the Ghost Arc, he's gonna now activate the Repair Barge, meaning these warriors get their repair reanimations can activate. And then on the objectives, so it's D3 plus 3. 4, meaning I bring back the Crypto Thrall.
Nice.
Continue. Now Magnus is coming in, starting with his blast weapon. Magnus coming in with his blast weapon into the warriors.
So
-1 to hit. D6 plus 7 because blast.
And
D6
it has
plus
sustained
3.
hits because it's like a weapon.
Oh! -1 to hit, but +1 to hit, so 2s, and then wounding on 2s as well, +1 to wound as well. Ouch. Magnus is amazing.
So sustained.
13 hits because of Magnus and sustained. 2s to wound. Warriors, so 5 ups. Anything I make, I roll again. Come on. Make 4. That's 2 damage, so make these to live. I make 1 of them. 3 from the gaze of Magnus. Yay! Sustained on 2s. -1 does not do anything to him. 2s. On the Crypto Thralls, so 4 ups. Oh, and 4 ups. He's alive. Oh yeah, and 4 ups. He dies. Both the Crypto Thralls die, and that's the end of Magnus shooting.
Yes,
and now I'm going to spend a CP with B2G Resurrection Protocols and get, because I'm on the point, D3 plus 3, but because I get +1 to this, it's D3 plus 4.
Yeah.
So 6 is 7. No! 7 warriors have fallen. Now we continue.
So we're going to spend 1 CP to make their Bolt Psychic, and then we're going to spend another for 4 rerolls.
On the Terminator, so spend 2 CP, they get 4 reels to hit and wound. Everything to warriors and ignoring the save. Oof. Starting also in Terminator armor. 3 shots, -1 to hit.
Plus again.
3 step. Sustained, 4 hits. 3s to wound, 4 reels because +1 to wound.
It's Dev
Because of
Wounds.
Magnus. Dev wounds doesn't matter.
So, cool.
Crypto Thralls, 2 damage, 4 ups. Second one, 4 ups. Crypto Thrall dies for the 3rd time this shooting phase. The leader of the squad will fire, the sergeant. Warp Smite hitting on 3s.
3s with 4 rerolls and sustained.
Defense 4, 3s with 4 rerolls, +1 to wound because of Magnus. 2 at a time, 4 ups. No, and then 5 ups. No! Taking some damage, this squad is. Bolt, sorry, was hitting on 4s. This is what I like. Thank you. 5 hits, wounding on 3s. Yeah, wounds does not matter, just 3. Whoa! 5 ups. Thank you, Mick. Missiles as well, hitting on 4s. Just 1. 2 wound.
Yeah.
3 5s to live. 9 warriors are remaining in the squad as now the bolt is firing. 18 shots because the damn sorcerer has a bolter as well. 18 shots, and you need to kill 9. This is pretty probable you might 3s for reals.
Looking at sustained, boys. Nice.
Rerolling.
Oh
my god, everything hit. Oh my
2.
god. 3s with 4 rerolls. Jesus Christ. Very good into my super killable, unkillable warriors. 5 ups. Oh, I think I'm killed. Wipe out my warriors, my unkillable warriors with the Crypto Thralls and the animations. Took a lot, but you managed to do it. The 4 rerolls and the +1 to hit and wound and exploding 6s. Holy schmolies. That's how you do it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That was painful. And now you're going to fire with Rhino off camera and get 5 points secondary, and we'll see what happens as we finish the first turn for the 1,000 Suns. Rhino did nothing as you discard engage and get 5 for deploy teleport homers. So it scores and draws 6 to 5. He's pushed down to Necron turn 2. As you wipe out 20 warriors. On turn 1, these guys fail. Necrons must defend the stronghold and bring it down. Bring it down as kill this Rhino or kill Magnus. Stronghold's been pretty easy, and those are my cards. Reanimation protocols, nothing is reanimating because you killed all the warriors! I get 6 points of primary. Scores are on the doors. I get a CP, push down to the moon phase of Necrons in turn 1, and I'm going to try and defend the stronghold and kill the Rhino as well as doing damage to the Terminators. End of Necron's movement phase. In the command phase, the Overlord healed all his wounds. End of movement phase, warriors are pushed up here. I pretty much pushed everything to try and take out these Terminators and throw a couple shots into that Rhino and get some points. He's going to overwatch me for a second. Starting with the Sorcerer. Psychic attack.
Nothing there.
Nothing. The next guy is the Sergeant. Wounding on a 3 +1 to wound because of Magnus. 2 wounds. Save! Oh! Warriors full, now you have Soul Reapers, but you have no more sustained. All lethal. So, Soul Reapers, and you get nothing. 27 bolt shots on 6s lethals. There's a few 6s in there. 8 guys in cover, 8 wounds go through, ignore AP because of Illuminar, and then cover, so 3 ups. 3 ups. Prepare by ability, 5 die because 1 will die from a missile rack, so D6 come back. Ooh. Yay! All of the warriors reanimated, the shooting phase begins, they spend 4 Cabal points to get 3 rerolls on the Terminators. I'm going to start by shooting heavy into the Rhino. He's hitting on 2 because it's Soul Coronal. Hitting on a 2, that's a hit. It's a 6, that's a lethal. AP 4.
So I have
AP 3, 6 up.
6. No, take 6.
4.
So
Oh, takes 6 damage. Bow. My Locust Heavy, he's down to 4 wounds. That's pretty gnarly. Illuminar is now going to fire into the Rhino on 4 wounds. 3 shots on Illuminar! 3s! Come on, Illuminar, please.
weird.
CP roll one of these. Yes. That's 9. Forced to wound. Yes, 2 wounds. So you have 5 ups.
Alright.
3 damage apiece.
I'll want to time these.
Yes.
Cool. And then
Yes, I killed the rhino. Is destroyed. Does he blow up? No, but he's taken out. And that's 4 points for Bring It Down. What a beast. And now the warrior is going to offload 40 shots into the Terminators, and they're hitting on 3s of lethal hits. Bunch of shots hitting on 3s lethal hits. That wasn't very good. 8 lethals, all AP2, get cover. Forced to wound with these, not too bad. 12 or 10 wounds into the 1,000 Suns. You have 3 up saves because AP2, because of cover. 3 up, sir. Take your damage.
So
Whiff the roll there. And a reroll for a 3 up. Makes it. 1's on a wound as the Warden is going to fire. 4 shots of the Warden, lethal hits, hitting on 2s, AP2 as well, 2 damage. 1's on a wound from 1,000 Suns.
one of them.
Yes, so
Nice.
1 lethal. Forced to wound. Come on, 1. No, just 1 3 up. Fail it. Another reroll there, so it's final reroll, which you make. 2 Terminators with the Warrior Squad and the Warden did nothing. We've used up your rerolls, and now we'll have this Tomb Blade Squad on the left are going to fire everything into the Terminators. 2d6 plus 2 blast. Come on! Okay, so that was good. Hitting on 2s. 9 shots. 1 miss. Dead wounds, baby. Dead wounds! No wounds. No deaths, but everything wounded. 2 up, 1's on a wound. And 1 dies. 2 Tesla shots with no, 2 hits because of Sovereign Coronal. And then strength 5 for nothing. The other squad, Particle Beamers, are pretty gnarly. The other squad's coming in. 2d6 plus 2. Bam! For, again, the same roll. I love dead wounds. I want dead wounds! That's what we need for the wound roll.
Nice. 3.
Give me the 6s again! Yes, I get 1 mortal.
Nice.
And maybe 2 mortals.
I
Go!
did see a 6 there though.
So, in addition to 4 2-ups, takes a no. Tesla. 6! Yeah! Forced to wound.
Oh, that's terrible.
Tesla sucks. Killed and some stuff instead of the Immortals.
Oh, dude.
Who are going to go into the 1,000 Suns. Now we have the Locust Destroyers firing their Gauss cannons into you. You are the closest enemy unit, so I'm rerolling 1s to hit. Shots hitting on 3s, but rerolling 1s, lethal hits. 5s forced to wound. So 3 ups. Makes it, 3 up. Makes it, 3 up. Makes it, and come on! Ah! DPs who ignore the damage. Trixie 1,000 Suns. As now the Immortals reign in their fire. Come on, Immortals, roll better! That was really good. 5 lethals, 4 1s, winning on 4s. Rerolling 1s though, because I'm an Immortal. Nice. 3 ups, take your damage! Okay,
So
kill 2 wraiths hitting on 4s into these 1,000 Suns. 4s for 1 hit. The Immortals, after they fire, they can move 5 inches. Before they do that, the Chronomancer will fire as they unstable, which is d6 plus 1 blast. D6 plus 1. 3s to hit. Bam. Oh, that's strength 5. That's 4s. So my man move 5 inches. Now the final thing is the Ghost Arc to fire into the Terminators. Hitting on 2s with the Sovereign Coronal, lethal hits. AP1 though. 5's wound.
That's one.
Come on! 2 ups. Come on. Scarab's gonna try and charge this boy. 7. Scarab's made the charge. It's the only melee in Necron turn 2 in the dying embers of the turn. He did an ability, Weaver of Fates, to change the past and make me not fight you, and you did 2 damage to a Scarab. And now 1,000 Suns turn 2 begins.
Wait, so the change thing, if you try to attack, if you have to make a battle shock test, if you fail, you can't attack me. He did that.
Pretty much. Necron's turn 2, we get 4 points to bring it down, and we're going to hold on to Defense Stronghold and hopefully get another 3 points. So scores on the doors as we've got 6 points for primary, and push down to 1,000 Suns. 1,000 Suns turn 2, they get behind enemy lines, which is pretty doable, and Cleanse. Cleanse could be quite hard, as they look to get some revenge for the Necrons wiping out the Rhino and killing 4 Zinch Terminators, as you eye up the second Warrior Squad and probably look to wipe them out. So we'll see what happens in the command phase. Battleshock test to take. The Terminators are okay. They stick with the movement for Magnus, getting plus 2 inch move.
Plus 2 inch movement, and I'm going to switch to Devastating Wounds for my
Psychic weapons. Very nice. Then you get 9 points of primary. As nothing is Battleshocked. The movement phase commences for 1,000 Suns on turn 2. 1,000 Suns have finished their turn 2 movement phase. They've double moved those flames at the back with Armin inside of the squad. Magnus plus 2 movement is really helping out a lot to take the center board as the Terminators push up and look to do a lot of damage into the Necron lines. So we'll see what happens.
Sorcerer in here is going to Doombolt that guy. I'm going to spend
The Ghost Arc.
7.
7 Cabal points being spent for a Doombolt. 1. Oh my god. 6 mortals plus D3. What?
So that's
7 wounds. Ouch.
1.
Armin once per game, free Cabal.
To Doombolt the Ghost Arc again.
Get a 1. 1!
So
D3 plus 3, just D3 plus 3.
So
6 a single wound.
Cool, that's all the Doom.
Ouch!
That's all the stuff.
One squad is doing the Sergeant into the Tomb Blades, and then the rest of the shots going into the Scarabs, as the Ghost Arc is on a single wound remaining. 18-inch Flamer. Hazardous.
Hazardous.
2d6.
Oh, so 8 shots.
Why? Psychic weapon +1 to hit and wound. Oh my god, so +1 to wounds, 2 to wound. T5.
So
Dev
6
wounds. Okay, so 2 mortals. 4 ups. I might have Tomb Blades wiped out like that. Piddly shots into the scarabs. 1 scarab base is on a wound after the rubrics flame them to pieces. Brutal. Ow. Armor squad into the Wraiths 2 at a range, starting with Armor's ability. That guy passes has his test off camera. Here's number 2 because 3's to wound.
3's to wound with 3 rolls.
Cool. Yay! Reaper. No +1 to hit. On the wound armor.
Yeah, so if 3's rerolling.
No, it's rerolling.
It didn't work.
2 4 ups. Making 1 and making 2. Take 2 down. 7 flames. Sergeant first has 1, 14 on 5s, plus the wound is 6s to 5s.
Yep.
For nothing. I am on the point, annoyingly. For still not. 66 for the rest of the flamers. Not amazing. 17 wounds, maybe, on 4s. Rerolling everything. Whoa. That's really good with the reroll.
Armor squad.
Good roll, though. 4 ups. It's taken out. The squad are doing the Sergeant and the Soul Reaper into the Warriors, and the Flamers into the Scarab. Starting with the Soul Reaper. Hitting on
3s.
3's to wound. Survive!
You are not on the point.
Reduce AP1 and cover, so 3 up. No. I'm doing hazardous, pass the test, 2d6 shots. For 9, not bad. 3's to wound.
No, 1 dev.
Guys cover on a 4 up. Nope, and then 5 ups. So I reduce AP because of Illuminar. 10 Warriors, and I'm going to use my Repair Barge ability, so I get d6 back. Plus D3 because of the reanimator. D6! Come on! For 1. Plus D3! For 1. Oh my god. Warriors come back. There's 12 in the squad. Uh-oh. Now Magnus is going to fire. He's going to do the big shot into the Locust Heavy Destroyer in the building. And the Strength 5, AP1 2 damage shots into the Destroyers and the other building. Locust Heavy, 3d3. See, look.
3 hits.
2's dev wounds. I'm so dead. Oh, she wins. 5 ups! Oh. Almost. Locust Heavy is picked up. Uh-oh. D6 was 3 into the Destroyers, but again, 8. Just a hit. Leave me alone. Okay. 4's to wounds. Leave me alone. 4 wounds, AP1, 3 ups. So 1 dies plus 4 mortals, so 2 die and 1's on. This is on 2 wounds, and kill the other heavy. A CP to activate the reanimation protocols on Destroyers now. 3 wounds back because the reanimator is nearby. That's good. 3 Locusts back, 1 on 2 wounds. Take that. Final thing to fire in turn 2 for 1,000 Suns. All psych weapons into the Ghost Ark on a wound. Everything else into the Tomb Blades into the Ghost Ark. It's just 2 characters. 3 shots.
3 shots.
Plus 1 to hit.
2s.
It's a 1. T9, but anti-vehicle plus. He gets. Do I blow up? Whoop, boom! Necrons looking a bit thin on the ground. 1 hit with missiles into the Tomb Blades.
4s, rerolling 1s.
Selected with 3 roll 1s.
So 9.
T5. Wound.
Just 1.
AP2, and I do have cover.
Because of this.
Save it! No. 12 Soul Reapers.
4s.
Yeah, minus 1 hit.
Rerolling 1s.
Take that. 3's to wound.
3s, yeah. So 3s for dev.
Leave me alone. 4 3 ups to cover. Come on! Yes! 10 shots of bottles. If I live, that's 3 points of primary, and it's not over. Yep, that hit is coming in kind of clutch.
Rolling 1s.
Rolling 1s because he selected them as the target with that ability from the sorcerer. 5's to wound. Stay away.
Just 4.
3 ups. Yay! Alright, and that's the end of the shooting phase. Charge phase begins. Terminator is charging the Warriors. Yeah. Taking it on a Orphan. Ooh. The Terminators make the charge into the Warriors, and now they're coming in with the Sorcerers. The red one's going first. Both Sorcerers coming in together. Hang on, 2s with Magnus. Ouch. Couple 1-1. 2's to wound, dev wounds.
So that's 3d3.
5 ups. Come on, make it 1.
So 2.
Ouch, 3 Warriors on the board on the left. This is so bad didn't I live. Come on,
So 6 is
3's to wound. Come on, fluff! Oh no. It's time, 5 ups, come on! Oh.
Nice.
5 ups, 5 up? No. 4 ups. You 4 down. Long story short, Warriors picked up in the end of turn 2. Wiped out all my Warriors, done a big chunk of damage to my army. You get 3 points behind me lines, and I get 3 points to defend stronghold, and you discard cleanse for a CP. And we now push into Necron turn 3. Not great cards. Secure No Man's Land is doable for Necrons in turn 3. Capture any outpost. I got Areas and Isle, spent a CP to discard it, bearing in mind Magnus and the Terminators are in the centre. And then got Capture Enemy Outpost, so it's even worse for me, but it is 8 points, so we'll see what happens. The Warriors are long since dead. Command phase, we're going to resurrect the Tomb Blades, we're going to resurrect the Locusts, and yeah. D3 on Tomb Blades for Tomb Blade back. Just heals the wound, as well. And that's the reanimation phase concluded. We don't have too much things left. Necrons get 6 for primary. The movement phase shall begin on Necrons in turn 3. Movement phase begins. Illuminar and the Lord are throwing up the Overlord to come and kill some Terminators as the Immortals holding it down. The Reanimators pushed up. These Locusts stay where they were. Just going to do some damage and try and secure the no man's land with my characters.
These guys can use a strat for free this turn. And I can also then reroll a save within this range.
With Magnus.
With anyone.
Because of the Cabal points you spent. Alright, good to know. We'll start off with the Locusts in the building and fire into the Thousand Sons infantry. Kill some rubrics! Lethals! That's better. That's actually way better. So 3 wounds. Bam! Wow.
Very nice.
4 up. Cover saves to save your bacons.
4 ups.
4 ups. 2 die.
Dead. 4 ups.
Bam. Fine.
4 up.
And another... You're fine.
Right.
3,000 Suns full.
2. And I will...
Slightly, as now the Tomb Blades are going to fire everything to them. 6 plus 2, we should start the other way around. We get 6, 7, 8 twos. That was really good.
Very nice.
Boom, death wounds, baby. Whoa! Tomb Blades go in hand.
2 blades.
3 ups. Kill them. 4 damage, so 2 more die. Boom. 2 shots of Tesla. 3 wound. 1 wound Tesla. Take a damage. So all of the Immortals are firing everything into the squad with Iron Man, and then we're going to do 1 Chronomancer with his blaster into the Thousand Sun Terminators. 20 shots hitting on 2s. Lethal hits. Bam. Strength 5. 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because I'm an Immortal. Couple, 3 1s in there. Rerolling. Bam. Oh my god, really good. Any wounds, guys. All AP2 because of Illuminar. Have a cover, so 4 ups. 4 up saves. Take your damage.
Oh,
ooh.
pretty bad.
The Immortals did a lot of damage. Only 1 wound on the Sorcerer is left, and Iron Man. And now Illuminar's going to fire everything from his Eldritch Lance into them. 3s and 2s. 3s. Super beam power on 2s. Oh, why? Oh, that's Sorcerer. Goodbye. Yeah. Sorcerer fools. 1 less Cabal point for you. Well done, Illuminar. Chronomancer going into the Terminators. Chronomancer fired. 1 Terminator's on a wound who wasn't in cover. And then the Reanimator has 6 shots into you to try and finish him off. Pause. Bam. Pause to wound because minus 1. Wow. 4 ups. But arguably doesn't matter. So you're choosing to 0 out the damage on that one because you can't use any more strats unless they mind shooting. Now Illuminar will charge. Illuminar. 6. Scarabs will charge as well. Charge, Necrons. Ah! Oh. Just about make it. Was it a 5 or a 6 for the Overlord? Mr. Overlord. Oh, that's a fail. Just chilling. And now he's probably going to die next turn, but we move.
Assassinate. Draw. Assassinate.
We'll start with the Scarabs. One of them is going to explode. It goes off, and a 2 up, it does something. 6 is disgusting. Yeah! Scarabs. Lethals.
Oh.
Whoa, there's the 6s. 7 2 ups into Terminators from Scarabs. Can't explode, but I can numb you. Guys, yay! And 1's down to 2. And now Illuminar has 4 swings. Okay, 4 attacks. 3s, Illuminar, please. Yeah. That's 4s again. Please, Illuminar. Illuminar, death. Ah! It just sits there and says, hey, I'm doing nothing, but that's the end of my turn. I will get 2 points of secure no man's land. You can fight back with the Terminators. We'll do that off camera. End of Necron turn 3. Managed to wipe out the Scarabs, take a damage on Illuminar from the clapback from the Terminators. I scored 2 points of secure no man's land. I'm going to discard Capture Enemy Outpost for a CP. Give me a CP, and also I get another one for the start of the Thousand Sun turn 3. Area denial on defense strongholds. You get 15 for primary. Just above half of the Terminators as well because it's Sorcerer. You're going to push forward. You're going to do a lot of damage to Necrons. It could be limited days for my army. As you get 15 for primary, scores and doors, push down to the Thousand Suns turn 3 movement phase. Magnus is choosing to stay in +2 move and selecting Dev Wounds again for his psychic attacks as he looks to finish off Illuminar and his Legion. End of turn 3 movement phase for the Thousand Suns. Magnus has come up to start our rampage. Iron Man's looking like he's going to wipe out some Tomb Blades, staying in combat with Illuminar and trying to score your points. Shooting phase begins, you're doom bolting the Immortals. D3 plus 3 mortals on the Immortals.
Yep.
Are they immortal? 4 more. I'm going to spend a CP now to resurrect these Immortals that have died. Down to 1 CP, and they will get D3 plus 1 back. They have a character lead in the squad, and it'll be 2D3 plus 1 that come back. Animator! Bam. Squad's going to fire, do big scary flamer into the Immortals, all the little flamers into the Overlord, and then the Soul Reaper into the Tomb Blades. Sorcerer picks 301s on those Tomb Blades at the start of the shoot phase as well. Hazardous test roll now. Roll 1, please. Oh, so close. 6 for 2 ones.
We're going to roll 2 with the chairnet dice.
Okay. Reroll that.
We're going to use these
Into
nice
double
crimson
ones.
dice we're talking about.
Ah! 4 shots, wounding on...
Choose with rerolls.
25.
And devastating wounds. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Ones.
That's it.
Covers 4 ups. Bam! 2 Immortals die. Soul Reaper now to the Tomb Blades. Minus 1 to hit.
Rerolling 1s. Rerolling the 5s.
Wow, that's garbage. 3s with rerolls. 3 ups. Bam! Ooh. Was 4 ups, but I make it.
And then
4 flamers into my overlord, who failed the charge. 46 flamers. 5 to wound, reeling 1. That's pretty decent. Overlord is 2 up to 3 ups. Takes 3 damage. He's on 3 wounds.
So 1 hit, and but it's when you want to
wound because I'm T5. It's only strength 4. 1 damage, flamer, strength 7, AP2, 1 damage into him, and then sorry, but to the immortals. Hazardous test fail. 2d6, can't reroll it. 6. 3s to wound, rolling 1s because you're a 1,000 son. Bunch of 2s. Bunch of 2s. Take it. Okay. Yes, I'm alive. 2 wounds, the overlord is taking it down. To the immortals, you -1 to hit, to force. Lots of -1 to hit. This is because of the Chronomancer. His ability gives him -1 to hit. Basically makes him Eldar. AB1 cover is a save. And starting instead. Into the 2 bits.
Into 3.
On a 3. Gets a 2. Yes. He's firing everything into the immortals. Probably gonna wipe them out. -1 to hit though.
Yes.
6 plus 4 because I'm over 5. Yeah. 9 shots on 2s.
2s.
Okay. With the rerolls, man. Oh my god. 3s to wound, 4 rerolls. Oh my god. These 4 rerolls are saving your bacons. 40 damage, right? So 6 mortals. Then he wipes out the Technomancer who was on a wound as well. This is destruction! Magnus, this is disgusting! Phase is finished, thank god. Armin's charging the Tomb Blades. He's getting gassed. Just about makes it. Easy peasy. Magnus is charging the Reanimator.
Yeah.
Makes it. Crap. For reference, it was the Chronomancer who died, not the Technomancer. Technomancer was with the Warriors, who long since died. The Chronomancer was with the Immortals. The Chronomancer is dead. Technomancer. Charge phase finishes, start of 5 phase.
Start of 5 phase, I'm going to spend my last 6, it's 7, but I can't do anything with 1 to use a stratagem for that for free.
Cool.
So
Magnus into the Reanimator. Attacks on 2s. Into my
2 ones.
Reanimator. And then strength 16, so definitely 2s. Triple my toughness. Ooh. 6 ups! Make no. Statistically average that I die. 4 more. 4. Oh.
No, you live, right?
I literally follow the averages. And I'm perfectly dead.
Okay.
Magnus can kill Reanimators and everything else in my army. And then Araman goes into the Tomb Blades. Yeah. It's amazing in combat apparently, hitting on 2s. -1 to hit actually to 3s. T5. Oh.
So that's 3 mortals.
Yeah. Everyone is 4 up. No. 1 Tomb Blade left on a wound who still holds the point. You have well and truly kicked me off this one, and now I can fight back with the Illuminar. 3s to hit. Ooh. That's 9, but for some reason it's 4s. Come on! 2. Just 1. Make it. It's free strats or reroll with cycle. 5 Terminators pile in and fight. Happened there in the never-ending combat of attrition, as I hold the point for 3 over there, but you managed to wipe me off here with Magnus, and you get 5 points for error denial, and you're holding on to defense stronghold to try to get that at the end of my turn 4. And we push down to the 4th turn for the Necrons. Storm Voice of and Cleanse for Necron turn 4 cards, as we have literally very splinter of our forces left. So we're going to see if we get points. We're going to reanimate D3 wounds on the Overlord. For 2. Back up to 4 wounds. We have Illuminar getting D3 back. Within 12 of the Reanimator, so he gets 2 D3 wounds back. I see. 7 wounds in the War of Attrition. Continues. 2d3 on the Tomb Blades, come on, boom! So, I managed to reanimate these Tomb Blades. In the beginning of my move phase, I spent a CP on him to make him advance to do an action, advance and still shoot. And he rerolled the advance roll, managed to get on that point to cleanse it. Focus in the building, shifting over, with the Technomancer advancing up to be able to wipe out some more Thousand Suns, as Magnus is terrifying. Illuminar's just in a never-ending combat, and the Overlord's going to come up for a last stand. That's movement phase completed in an epic showdown, in an epic game of Necrons against Thousand Suns. You overwatched me in the movement phase, and I spent my free strat to come back alive with the Overlord, because he's amazing for 85 points. The Tomb Blades fell back at combat on the far side, and now the shooting phase begins. Focus in the building, and now I'm going to fire everything into this squad of Thousand Suns with no cover. See, that's someone gets nothing, no cover for one. 3s to hit, no rerolls. Lethals!
Nice.
Woo! Only on 3s though. Bam! 5 wounds, AP2, 2 damage, 5 up saves, 2 damage. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Okay, 1 dies. Oh my... Sorcery! This is madness.
Magnus literally went...
No, this is kind of crazy.
You can absorb the bolts of power.
It's not bolts. It's crackles of energy, and you just didn't even do anything to it. Oh, bugger. Cleansing with the Reanimator. And we fell back with the Tomb Blades. And as the shooting phase continues, ends. God, this is not going well. Overlord's going to charge your Thousand Suns. I rolled 4 out of 5 5-up. Alright, 2s and 2s. Oh, everything hit 8. Death wounds with the Overlord! Death wounds! Death wounds! Always nasty. So 4 mortals? Holy crap.
And they're 5 ups.
Oh my god. Comes in and wipes up 4 of them. What a beast. Final monster, and I'm gonna Thank you. Overlord was spicy there. Illuminor versus Terminators. We'll show you what happens at the end as the never-ending combat continues. Part 25. Illuminor down to 4 wounds and he has 4 attacks back into the Terminators. Yes. 3's to hit. Come on! Oh my god, he sucks. Force to win is just garbage. Oh, 2 wins though. 4 ups, 3 damage apiece. Please kill one. Yeah! Burn a Terminator! Yes! 1 more force. That was actually okay from that turn as the Lord is tying up the Sorcerer who can now fight back. This guy's hitting on 2s into the Overlord. 3 hits, winning on 2s with dev wounds. Oh my god. The Overlord. Oh! Sorcerer slays the Overlord in an epic duel to the death. On turn 4, I get 3 points of cleanse. And I did Storm Hostile Point as well, because you were not holding that note, unfortunately. So I'm going to scar that for a CP. Thousand Suns get 3 for Defense Strongholds, so scores 1 on the doors as we push down to Thousand Suns turn 4. Assassination, which is very good, and Storm Hostile objective for the cards on Thousand Suns turn 4. Command phase, Battleshock test. The Terminators is still don't have to take a Battleshock test, as there's 6 of them left. Unkillable Bob. Take a Battleshock test, haha! Pass the test, command phase, you're choosing to go into another 15 points of primary, and then scores on doors, now going to turn 4, Thousand Suns movement phase, as they look to finish the game off in the final dying moments. Movement phase is finished. Terminators have fallen back in the center.
Because we just want to try and kill Illuminor and kill the character, and then I'm still on the hostile objective with the character there.
Been an epic game, guys. Necrons are backed into a corner. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and don't forget to subscribe. Starting things off with a double Dean Bolt into Illuminor. Do $2 for the sake of ease. 6 is disgusting. Oh my god. So it's D6 plus 3. 14 mortals into Illuminor. He's tanky, but Jesus. I've got to make 11 of these. I roll like a boss though.
He is dead.
But even so, I'll spend a CP to resurrect him because he's an infantry character to come back alive from half wounds, which is strange enough is back on 4 wounds. I'm gonna squad everything into Illuminor. 2d6 shots with a sergeant. 33 is pretty dead. Hit him with 2s.
With sustains hits, D3 from Magnus.
Force to wounds, plus 1 to wound with Magnus with dev wounds.
That's very cocked.
2 AP1, 3 ups. Takes D3 damage.
No, just 1 damage.
Whoa, 4. Illuminor is down to 3 wounds remaining. Sergeant coming in with 2 shots. 5 to wound.
It's anti-infantry 4+.
Oh my god.
With devastating wounds. So that's 1 more, and that's 2 more. So just 2 more on him. So
Flamers coming in. Flamers together.
6s.
6s to wound, rerolling 1s. AP2, 4 ups. Warrior cannon as well. 3 hits.
6 is a dev.
One
just
more.
1 rerolling 1s.
4 up Philippine. Fine. This squad's going to try and flame with the guys that are in range until Illuminor on 2 wounds remaining. 2d6 shots with the 1 damage flamer. 8. With the sorcerer at the front.
8.
Don't kill me!
So 4s.
No! 2 wounds. Rolling 1s for just 3 wounds. It turned out AP2 is 4 ups. Oh, 4 ups! He's alive. And takes a damage. Illuminor's on 1 wound remaining. 1 wound. What a tank. 36 flamers for 13. 6 is rerolling 1s. He's on 1 wound left. You got 1. Wound left! 4 up! He's fine. So we came in. You got 2 wounds AP1 to Illuminor. With cover though, so this is 3 ups. 2 ups, sorry. Takes a damage. Cover. Full of pains! He dies. Illuminor falls. And on that basis, I will concede defeat. In the end of turn 4, Thousand Suns scored 93, Necrons scored 43, so it was a 50-point swing to the Thousand Suns. They absolutely dominated with Magnus. Necrons couldn't compete. It was initially close. I think I did well early on, but I made a couple of key mistakes, and the Thousand Suns just pushed on and won the game. MVP for the Quans, I say the Tomb Blades who stayed alive. Illuminor was also really good, as were the Immortals. The Warriors whiffed, and everything else kind of bounced. And a few ones were rolled, and it was a bad day. MVP for the Thousand Suns, probably the Terminators or Magnus.
Yeah, Terminators were just tanky boys.
And also
Magnus.
Yeah, he was just amazing with his rerolls and auras and everything. It's
he was just
insane.
he's just like, you just don't really want to shoot him.
Pivotal to their success.
Yeah.
And what went well for the Thousand Suns?
I drawed some okay cards. You took out some of my fast scoring immediately, which kind of sucked, which meant that some of my things were bad. Some of the cards I pulled were hard. But I think I made the right decision just putting Magnus out there because I felt like you didn't have quite an anti-tank to deal with him, so I just threw him out there as like a bullet magnet, which I felt bad doing because you didn't even shoot him.
Yep, he absorbed the damage. I had no anti-tank and they won the day. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. And we'll see you on the next one on Shag Gaming.